Christie, it's so good to talk with you. Your organization is doing so much for so many people all over the country. For the people that don't know who you are, could you introduce yourself and what your organization is about, and importantly, why you believe in what you're doing?
Sure. My name is Christie Hutcherson, and I'm the founder of Women Fighting for America. And we started this organization about a year ago. And the reason why is because I am a mom. I'm a mother of two. I'm a military mom. I am a patriot, and I love this nation. And it was really weighing on my heart to see how we were giving up our constitutional freedoms, how we were being led down this road and this path of Marxism spreading and propagating into our school systems, and just all of the disease, I like to call it a disease, that has been spreading throughout America. So I figured I couldn't be silent anymore, and I needed to stand up.
Well, I so admire you for the work that you've done. I know you've taken a lot and made me very intentional to be really for anyone who believes in this country. You're not really partisan. You're not looking to promote a specific individual.
Right.
Your organization is all about policies that work for Americans. And I also acknowledge you for the work you've done in going from city to city, really on a countrywide tour, mobilizing, encouraging people throughout the country. But why I want to talk with you today is it's now, at the time of this recording, February 2021, and you, Christie, have a very specific view on collaboration.
Yes.
What's at stake with regard to collaboration? Talk to the viewers about that, because you're an organizational leader, you work with other organizations, so talk about why you feel the way you do about collaboration.
Well, one of the things that the left has done very well for so many years, decades actually, is that they collaborate. And no matter what, even the narrative, they get one narrative, and you can see it in the news cycles even, it's one voice all day long. And they control that. They also come together and they collaborate financially with all of their contacts, all of their information. And the right and the conservatives and the Christians, they really should be learning from that. And that's the reason why we're where we are today, is because we don't play together nicely.
So you're saying that the reason we are where we are right now is a function of us not playing together nicely. What do you mean by that?
Well, everybody has their own agendas, and I understand that. Women Fighting for America, we have our own platform. For an example, the Charlie Kirks of the world, everyone has their own platform. But what we need right now at this moment in this time in history is for all of us to come together for one purpose, and that is the purpose to save the soul of America and the heart of our country. And what I mean by that is we can all be uniquely different with our voices and our point of views, but come together to say, this is our strategy, and this is how we're going to win back our Constitution, this is how we're going to win back our government, and take back our school systems for our children together.
So when you talk about working together, even though a lot of organization leaders have their own agenda, their own priorities, maybe I could use that term, and their own concerns that they feel most passionate about, why do you still think, given that we have those differences, why do you still think that collaborating together is so important?
Because there's a lot of power in unity. And when you come together as one force, there's no stopping what you can do. So imagine if all of us leaders got together and we strategized on one plan and one goal, and we all moved forward towards that one goal, how much we could achieve in a very short period of time. Because one of the things that is on my heart, we have a sense of urgency right now. You only have one chance to vote for communism, and 22 is going to be the most critical time of our election. And the reason why I say that is because right now the left controls all branches of our government, and if we do not push back together, we may never have that opportunity again.
Christie, you're so right, and we find that a lot of people, not all, say that they'll collaborate, and they end up not. If you were to speculate, how come?
Well, I think that they have good intentions and they want to, but then at the end of the day, they don't take that step necessary to activate and actually step it out and do it. And it might be a combination of they're afraid, they don't know how, or they don't want to. But that's where we have to bridge that gap, come alongside, maybe follow back up and say, we have to do this together. We don't have a lot of time. Time is urgent right now. We have to collaborate. We have to work together.
Caroline Weatherington has created this onboarding process at Defend Florida where we are working with county leaders. And so as we get county leaders to come on board, that helps us interface with organizations like yours at the county level. There's an onboarding process that she's defined. And I wonder if that kind of onboarding process might be something that'll give those that are willing to collaborate an actual roadmap, an onboard ramp, if you will, to actually make that collaboration happen. What do you think about that?
I think that would be a wonderful, because that's another tool in our toolbox, right? You can go right here to Defend Florida. This is how you get involved, so we can actually collaborate. We know who wants to collaborate with us, and then we can plug them in to the different organizations that might hold their heart, or what their mission is, or what their like you said earlier, not agendas, but
priorities.
Yeah. Yes, I
passions.
love that. That would be a wonderful tool.
Yeah, and I think that in any movement, if you get a few people, the early adopters, to come on board with this idea of collaboration, if you're an early adopter watching this video, that's you. I'm talking to you. If you're bold, if you're courageous, you're willing to put aside your fears, you're willing to deal with everyone's concern about, ooh, they're going to steal my people, or some version of that, or something better might be coming around the corner. If you're willing to put aside those things, if I can just talk plainly, and collaborate with us, our mission is to help you get more members, reach further, reach faster, get people to collaborate with you in the ways that work for your organization. But if you're one of those few people that can take the first step and work with us as an early adopter, then believe me, the other organizations, when they see the success and the outcomes from collaboration, they will follow, because most people are followers.
And I know for Women Fighting for America, I'm all about unity. Our organization is all about collaboration and unity. We share our data. We share our information. We share our funds and our fundraising, as a matter of fact, because we all need to be in this together. It's, again, like you said, we the people is what's going to change the narrative and the direction this country's in. And what better way to show not just those up in Washington or the rest of the world who's watching, that this is what happens when we the people come together to save a nation.
It's well said.
Work together.
Yeah, when we work together. So there you have it, a case study. Christie Hutcherson is not just talking this, she's walking it. She's leading the way. This is an organization that is open source, sharing their accomplishments, sharing their resources, and look at the success story. Look at how many people are getting behind her idea, inspired by what she and her team are doing. We want more of that. We need more of that. So there you have it. This is Christie Hutcherson, who's not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. She's sharing her resources. She's very much like open source. And look at the outcomes. You can see the collaboration that her team's enjoyed with different organizations, different churches, not just in one location, but across the country. Christie, I'm really glad you shared that. Here's the next thing I'd like to talk to you about. So the stakes couldn't be any higher. And folks, you've listened to Christie Hutcherson. She leads an organization that for the last, half the year, they have gone from city to city, encouraging, mobilizing, training individuals. They've designed a training curriculum called HEART, and this curriculum helps people that gets involved with what Christie and her team is doing become more effective at the community level. And we at Defend Florida are really in tune and aligned with the idea Christie's talking about with regarding collaboration. And so we are putting together some events. The first one is going to be March 21st, and this is a virtual summit where we seek to bring leaders together, not just talk about collaboration that Christie's really encouraging us to focus on, but also give them the tools with which to implement that collaboration. We're partnering with Cloud Hub and Defend Florida putting this event together. So please attend that event. That's on March 21st of this year. Further, please connect with Defend Florida by texting the word DEFEND to 474747. If you indicate that you're a business leader or an organization leader, we want to include you in future organizational leader training materials. So thanks very much for watching this video. Before we sign off, Christie, thanks for the work you're doing. What would you say? You've been here at CPAC, you've been with a number of different leaders here, you've interacted with the people that are both at the leadership level and also at the grassroots level that are doing the work. but not everyone could be here at CPAC. Not everyone has seen what has happened here. What would you say to the people watching this video that are thinking to themselves, what's the use? Like you said, the people that don't agree with what I think are controlling everything, including the media, what can be done? What's the use? What would you say to encourage that person, mobilize them into action, Christie?
Well, you're not alone, first of all. There are millions across this nation right now who feel the same way you do. It's just a matter of taking that first step. And I understand we're always wanting to be on social media, but it's time for us to actually get off social media, get off our couches, and actually activate into our communities. So reach out to an organization like Defend Florida, or go to womenfightingforamerica.com, and there's a volunteer. Sign up, get involved. We will plug you in. We're also going to train you. We're going to give you the tools necessary that you need. And then we're going to come alongside of you to make sure that we activate you properly, and we're never going to leave you alone. So it's community, and we the people, that's who's going to take back the nation.
Thank you, Christie, and you heard it right there, we the people. No one else is going to come and save us. It's up to us. As Caroline Weatherington says, we are the people that we've been waiting for.
That's right.
So get into action. Please take the actions you mentioned. Contact Women Fighting for America. Contact Defend Florida. Thanks for watching this video.
Thank you.